morning. It's now 8:48 a.m. November 1st, 2025. Talking about Hexagram 50 called Economics and Organizational Renewal. Again, talking about Hexagram 50, charlatan of culture, pointing towards economics and organizational renewal, OB, organizational behavior. We're talking today, that is. Strategic advisor, James Byrd, MBA, author of Future 2027. Reflecting from that publication. Now then, begin with a warm smile and a nod to connect. Audience, positive. Good morning, everyone. Today, we'll explore the fascinating concept of Hexagram 50, known as the culture, and its insights into economics and organizational renewal, re-engineering. This idea, rooted in ancient wisdom, invites us to think about transformation and refinement, not just at personal level, but within our organizations and economic systems. As we delve into this, consider how we can apply these timeless principles to foster renewal and growth in our modern context. James Byrd, with his vast experience as a strategic advisor, will guide us through this journey, shedding light on how these concepts can shape our future. Filled with enthusiasm, heightened. So let's dive in and discover how we can transform chaos into order, benefiting all of us in our collective endeavors. So let's switcheroo, moving right along. Symbolism and meaning. Still talking about Hexagram 50. Theme, culture, represents transformation, refinement, and nourishment. It's a symbol of civilization and renewal. It teaches that through refinement, chaos becomes order. Modern applications, economics, and organization transformation, striving for change as time changes. This hexagram, I might say, is rich with themes of transformation, refinement, and nourishment. Picture a culture, a vessel where ingredients coming together are refined and transformed into something nourishing. It's a powerful symbol of civilization and renewal. One of the key teachings of Hexagram 50 is that through refinement, chaos can become order. Think about how this applies to modern contexts, specifically economic and organizational transformation. In our fast-paced world, businesses and economies must constantly refine and adapt in order to thrive. And emphasize cultural metaphor reminds us that through thoughtful transformations, we can turn challenges into opportunities for growth and renewal. Next, we explore the oracle and image associated with the culture, further understand its modern implications. Smile with it. Prepare to transition to the next slide. The oracle, an image, we're talking. Judgment, culture, supreme good fortune, success, image, fire water. Thus, a superior man orders his life and strengthens his destiny. Fire equals innovation and inspiration. Wood equals resources and structure, interaction, sustainable progress. We're looking for sustainable progress. Now then, let's explore the oracle image associated with Hexagram 50. Talk the culture. The judgment here is clear. Fortune, supreme good fortune, success. Those are the definitions of the culture. It's supreme good fortune and success. That's ground 50, we are still talking to you. Now then, the image presented is fire over wood. Nothing extraordinary. It's normal occurrence. This imagery beautifully captures a key lessons. Much like a superior person, we can use these elements to order our lives and strengthen our destiny. It symbolizes innovation and inspiration, igniting new ideas and progress. Progress. Wood, on the other hand, represents the resources and structure essential for growth. Together, they create a dynamic interaction that leads to sustainable progress again. Now then, look around at the audience, consider how the interplay between innovation and resources can guide us toward long-term success. This synergy is vital, not just for personal development, also for achieving broader organizational and economic transformations. I want to emphasize the importance of this interaction. As we move forward, think about how these principles can be applied to create meaningful change. As to lead deeper into how this symbolism aligns with global economic trends and organizational behavior. That's global economic trends and organizational behavior we're talking here. Now there, let's move on to, let's see it, global economic parallels. This, we're talking about transitioning from, again, let's run that by again, global economic parallels we're talking here on this slide about transitioning from extractive to regenerative economics. Extractive as opposed to regenerative economics, aligning profit with purpose. Why are you doing it? Emphasizing based values based economics. Makes sense out of why you're doing it. Creating systems of sustainability and cooperation. Cooperations. World economy as a shared cauldron, should I say, melting pot where balance ensures prosperity. With taste. Now then, we explore the concept of global economic parallels. Let's consider how we're transitioning from extractive to regenerative economies. The shift, the paradigm shift, isn't just about changing business practices. It's about realigning our fundamental goals to create a more sustainable, equitable world. One key aspect is aligning profit with purpose. This means that businesses and economies shouldn't just focus on financial gain, but also consider their impact on people and the planet. By emphasizing values-based economics, foster environments with ethical considerations are as important as economic ones. Should I say economic ones? Would be the right phrase to put it. Finally, think about the world economy as a shared culture. It's a melting pot. Just like in the symbolism of the culture, where balance is crucial, our global economy thrives when sustainability and cooperation are at the forefront. By working together and valuing each other's contributions, we can ensure prosperity for all moving forward. Organizational behavior insights. The culture. As culture indicates, heat equals challenge and transformation. Meet the culture. Ingredients inside the culture would be the people, purpose, and resources. Striving for refinement, which equals innovation through collaboration. Leaders as stewards of transformation, nurturing ethical growth and renewal focus for the leaders. That is. Let's lead into the concept of the culture as a culture within organizational behavior, an OB. Think of heat as the challenges and transformation we encounter. Heat, Yang principle. It's through these trials that we forge stronger, more resilient organizations. Ingredients in our culture are people, purpose, and resources we bring together. These elements must harmonize to create a robust organizational culture. The next point, refinement happens through innovation fostered by collaboration, networking, group dynamics. It's not just about having the right ingredients, but how they interact and evolve together that leads to true transformation. Include focus on leadership. Say leaders play a critical role as stewards of this transformation. They nurture ethical growth and renewal, guiding the organization towards sustainable success throughout. Remember, it's about creating an environment where every member can contribute to and benefit from the collective progress that is. It's reward, a risk, and control behavior. framework for the future cultural economy. Again, framework for the future cultural economy. This we see 1 through 5. One, purposeful transformation. Those redefine success beyond profit. It's going to do with it. Sustainable structure. Number 2, build circular and regenerative systems. Or do nothing machines. Do nothing but cause sustainability. Circular and regenerative type modes. Number 3, cultural alignment. Reflect societal values internally. Now then, surprising event, opinions. Number 4, leadership integrity. Ethical grounded as stability. Don't overreach responsibility. 5, shared prosperity. Community nourishment and inclusive growth. Collective endeavor. Now then, today we're diving into the framework for the future, which I like to call the culture economy. This metaphor beautifully illustrates how we can create a nourishing economic environment through thoughtful transformation. Right ingredients. First, talk about purpose. Purpose. Purposeful. Purposeful transformation. This is about redefining success beyond just profit. It emphasizes the shift in mindset. It's about finding meaning and aligning actions with a greater purpose. Getting water out of the ground. Our nation. Talking about the World Bank. Next, sustainable structure. It's maintain think circular and regenerated systems that not only support the environment but also sustain our economies in the long run. Don't waste the water. Cultural alignment is all about reflecting our societal values within our organizations. When the internal culture mirrors societal values, we foster an inclusive, harmonious environment. It's be one and the same, true reflection that is. Now, let's consider leadership integrity. Leaders must have an ethical grounding, providing the stability needed for genuine growth and transformation. Cannot be incognito, must be genuine and authentic in nature. Lastly, shared prosperity, talking of collective effort equals collective reward. It's about communal nourishment and ensuring that growth includes everyone, leaving no one behind. Leave a reflective pause here, right in the audience. Think about how these concepts apply to their own contexts. Now then, on this slide, we'll be talking practical organization application to get things going. First, conduct value audits to align mission and culture, to discover and revise, invest in employee development as refinement of the culture's contents, and encourage cross-cultural collaboration for innovation. Also, integrate ethical AI and digital transformation as new fires of progress. Now then, we're moving on to the conclusion. We're talking about, for that, we'll be talking about practical organizational application. Let's explore how these concepts translate into practical steps within organizations. And firstly, conducting value audits is crucial. Searching around for development and revisions. Discover. This helps ensure that your mission aligns seamlessly with your organizational culture. That's what we're doing. Organizational culture. Trying to align with each member's reflection of their own organizational alignments. What would their organization do given the situation? Next, think of investing in employee development as refining the culture's contents. It's a mix. Just as in a culture, the right mix and nurture can lead to innovative breakthroughs and personal growth. Depends on the ingredients. And encouraging cross-cultural collaboration is another key step. It's in these diverse interactions that fresh ideas and new ways of thinking emerge, driving innovation somewhat forward. Lastly, let's consider the role of ethical AI in digital transformation. These are the new fires of progress, reshaping how we achieve goals while maintaining our ethical compass, doing the right thing. Conclusion. We're at the conclusion here. Go with some things, reflect or refresh the idea in your mind about Hexagram 50 symbolizes first purposeful evolution, deliberate evolution, economic renewal begins with inner transformation, be deliberate, values before structure. Culture teaches sustainability, ethics, and innovation can coexist. Together, these form the blueprint for a refined and resilient global future. We have a quote here: transformation is not a reaction to crisis, but a deliberate act of nourishment, which is the beginning of life, future 2027. As we conclude, let's reflect on Hexagram 50, which beautifully symbolizes purposeful evolution for purpose. It reminds us that true economic renewal begins with inner transformation. It starts from within, where values take precedence over structure. The culture teaches us that sustainability, ethics, and innovation are not mutually exclusive, but can indeed coexist harmoniously. This understanding is crucial as it forms the blueprint for a refined and resilient global future. That is the blueprint for a refined and resilient global future. Let's now take a moment to consider this quote. Transformation is not a reaction to crisis, but a deliberate act of nourishment. Doing it because it's hungry for renewal. No cells. This profound insight from the future 2027 encapsulates our journey, one where deliberate, meaningful change fosters growth and resilience. That's deliberate, meaningful change fosters growth and resilience. Folk sales talking about Black Friday. Get some calendars out to people's via the website, either that or Amazon, most preferably. Start printing today, print on demand. Join our team, make a difference. Let's begin by saying that inspiration begins from within and radiates outward. Starts from within. It's inspiration. We aim to express harmony through experience. That to live it, to understand it. Follow the link below to join our team and receive a complimentary iTraining guide with your sign up. Multi-level, 2 levels. Earn income while making positive impact on lives, especially by supporting the elderly who may lack purpose during the morning hours or simply need a little encouragement to fight on their day. Again, especially by supporting the elderly who may lack purpose during the morning hours or simply need a little encouragement to get up and moving and enjoy a bright day. Get started today. Let me remind you, movement is medicine. Stay slack and subscribe